which is where my mind would go. It's like, oh, you could get an Ezreal, you could get the Ziggs. But actually, they're going to flip it over to the Sylas bot lane here for Kalist. He's got no TP. So if this wave is not in a good spot for him, there's the all-out. Skummon's going to come across. There's the flash early, and Skummon can get him range for a flag, and Drakana is so done for. First blood BB. Charm comes out from Caps as Yahoo. Did look for the engage with the Solar Flare, but couldn't. Bob decides.
Well, now it's a bit awkward for G2. You kind of need to commit to getting this tower. You want to really get a fight here.
They'll go in Solar Flare. There's the Charm. Yike doesn't have a flash. Skumon there for the chase as well. And now Yahoo comes in with the Spirit Rush, but the Cataclysm's enough to do the damage. Magnet Storm down on 2. Caps has to flash away. Skumon gets a good double knock-up, trying to heal up with the Sunder Sky, but the rest of G2 are not in range to catch up with him. KC will find a 1-for-1, and all the meanwhile, Kalist has just been farming plates in the bot side.
But I think G2's happy with this. Their only play here was to find a fight of any means.
The game will have a slow soul if we do get to soul in this game.
Let's see if there's a cross-mapping for KC. You see Yike hovering around top. Lucian might be opening up here.
I think they're waiting for Busio to come across. Yike, obviously, usually a jungler, as Yahoo trades with Broken Blade. All out goes Yahoo, counter all out from Broken Blade, TP behind, and now Yahoo is in very, very deep. Tries to get the damage down, has to flash away. Broken Blade flashes, but Yahoo dodged him in the bush, and Yahoo gets it! A great solo kill. Kana trying to come in from the side as well. The heal from Yahoo! He's a King Slayer, and he's killing Caps in the bot side. Kana comes across, and Caps will fall. The might of the hammer sends him home.
And I said,
this is a monumental swing for the men in blue.
I mean, it's huge.
They decide against the dive. The risk of a Cataclysm from Yahoo too great, but G2 do get the turret. This is going to be answered by Kana pushing in the top side.
Yeah, this is what a 1-3-1 versus a 4-1 setup looks like. KC is rocking the 1-3-1, and that means one of your players on the side has to play a little bit more safe. Meanwhile, G2 with a 4-1
this is a great flank for Busio.
Look at how Sama, he is the target.
There we are, the Magnet Storm, the Cataclysm from Yahoo as well to lock them all into the meat grinder. Perfection from KC. The perfect engage, the perfect flank.
And finds what might be a game-winning flank.
Players a few moments ago. Now they're going to fight over this topside scuttle. Mid lane push for KC. This should go down to a couple of autos. Well, it's not quite close enough, but look at the damage on the Hunt Summer, who's already down to half. Broken Blade is trading with Busio as Skumon flags and drags away. BB gets the Q3, looking for those on Tofos, but isn't going to go forward with them. Dashes to Caps. You just can't get close enough right now. G2 going to try and trade the fact they lost their tower for some mid-pressure of their own. Yike dashes in, Pathmaker out from Broken Blade. Again, it's another flank from KC as Hans Summer is caught in the Cataclysm. Broken Blade's already killed off Busio. Hans Summer's going to be isolated while the rest of G2 try and catch up with their bot laner, but they can't get there in time. A good charm will catch out Yahoo, but the Kingslayer heals him up. Labrov chased out by Kalist, and G2 are falling apart under the weight of the blue wall.
And it's once again Yahoo.
Yike, underneath the tower, looking for it a little bit too greedy. He still gets it. It's a 4-for-1 as Yike unwilling to let his mid laner
he wants it.
survive as Skumon goes in. That's
Jarvan is the king, but there's a king
dead as well. He's just dead as well. 5-for-1.
So many low health bars. Yike goes even deeper under the tower.
Yeah, that felt a bit personal from Yike.
Yeah, it did.
Arcane Storm onto Labrov as Kalist tries to just tick him down. He gets him with the Hextech Ray. Caps tries to find the charm, but Kalist has got on his dancing shoes. A Spirit Rush away from Caps will mean that he survives. Yeah! Never mind! There are 4 mid laners
of French KC fans just cheering on your demise.
And G2 are just walking onto the gallows. Skummon's like, it's fine, I'll take my blue. KC say, anything blue belongs to us. There is nothing for G2, it's a barren wasteland for them.
Look at this, oh, they want the TP. Kalist has flash up and available. They need to get something back.
Yike might die, let's see how much he can escape for. He's the one that G2 will chase. No walls for him to dash to. Good safeguard, has the blast cone. There's a tower there. He could try and execute, but Caps chases him down with a Spirit Rush.
It has
and
the
that will be that. Yike does fall. Not yet.
I mean, he's running, man.
I was so sure he was there. Busio's here, but it's locked down. Shadowing strike, yike, dashes away, but he's pulled into the solar flower. Now Busio might pay for this with his life as well, as he's in too deep, and he was trying to keep himself.
And Busio, respect. He ran all the way there to put down the ward. That's a support you want in your team.
Oh yeah, who's going to face check? Use the Oracle Shield of Daybreak for the Sun. Cats has no Spirit Rush. They'll go back in with the Zenith Blade, but stolen Spirit Rush now from Yehu means that Labrov needs to walk away. Protected by the rest of G2, he will escape. Drake is up. KC can set their eyes to it when Yike has respawned. Yehu just wants more. Abscond, abduct your support. Labrov, no Protoplasm Harness enough to keep him alive.
It doesn't feel like G2 can even take a step into their own jump.
Against the reigning champs of the LEC.
Let's attack. Yehu on the side lane. Depends on how he's battling. Keep in mind they have 2 TPs to help him. Viktor and Jayce, both TP up and available.
But do you even do it? Yehu's been such a Houdini this game. Kana continues to push in the side lane. No one answers. That's a tier 2. Yehu just walks away. And now you have one person defending mid. LeBron's trying to get towards Hansama, but top. 3 items on this Ahri. Yike can solo this. Doesn't actually need anyone else as of yet. Skewmon looking to engage onto Kalist. Flash Cataclysm, Kalist with the Sylas. Will the shield will be enough as they try and re-engage. Spirit Rush out, Yehu hops his stopwatch. Yike coming in from the side as well as he hits the Sonic Wave. Broken Blade's going to go all out on him, but Labrov is just too deep. Could scatter the weak from Hansama, but Yehu is not done with this fight. Flashes forward, Caps almost falls. Yehu chases Skewmon, and it's an absolute massacre. KC only leave one standing, and that's because he was cowardly and ran away.
G2 is getting ran over by the onslaught of KC members. They fight better, they set up the map better, and in this game 1, they are just better.
What a performance from Karmine Corp. Broken Blade comes out, you still got a Dragon's Rage to kick him back and kick G2 when they're down. 1-0.
And they chose this. So let's see what the BB can do in this Kled versus Renekton matchup, because I'm excited. Whenever Kled is on my screen, I'm excited. Whenever G2's playing KC, it's an absolute disaster.
It's a massive wave.
Oh, he has TP.
He has to, okay, well, he still has the TP. Caps might die, though. Yike is here! Flash! And Skewmon actually going down towards bottom side here.
No flash
Kalist has no flash. Core to the pack. Kalist, the Eviscerate, the Darkened Daggers. Kalist falls as G2 answer on the scoreboard.
He has to be careful.
Will be spotted on this ward.
Yike knows
that Blade dismounted currently. Well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, flash hook. The Twilight Shroud in time for Caps as Broken Blade will die. Remounts just in time, trying to dash back onto Kana. He gets the kill, and now Yike has no flash to get away. Skewmon's here in time. Caps was able to survive in the mid lane as well. And Yike will just back away from the play. To really just navigate this way very well. Kana at a bit of a risk as Labrov is still only level 2. Hex Flash into the auto. Yike's here for the chase, and Labrov shadow dashes, gets to the Fog of War. Yike exhausted, and Skewmon's going to try and turn it around. Caps dives in and gets the kill. Hits the Shogun as well onto Yehu, who does have the shockwave. G2 won't want to overextend this. A perfect execution gets Caps out, but Busio's about to have another hook onto terrain. Reduced cooldown, there's a shockwave. Labrov comes in from the side. Busio has no flash and might not have a life for much longer. Good auto with the staggering blows, with a flash in from Labrov is enough to get Skewmon his second of the game.
And this in this game too is G2 that's showing
up. There's
up.
a Profane on the other side, so Yike is matching with an item of his own. As both of the junglers are around that bot side. Busio with a hook in. Suppose it might be. Oh, Yike steals the Drake! From the Naafiri and the Akali. Kana has the dominance, has the flash, has the Zabuto's Predator. Tries to clear out the way, but here's the chase. The hounds go in. Kana flashes, dodges away from the Shuriken from Caps, but it won't be enough to survive. Dredge line from Busio is met by thin air. As Skewmon's able to dodge away, Broken Blade brings out the pocket pistol and will just push out the wave. Yehu is here.
Be careful, BB though. You die before that courage bar reaches full. It's no fun for you. We'll back off here, respect the command shot.
Always Yike is on this side of the map. He knows his jungler was spending time top. Labrov has waited. Broken Blade could charge forward here. He's already used it as they get the exhaust down onto Yehu. But there's the shadow dash. Busio with a good hook. Skewmon on his way across. The shockwave will pull them both back as Yehu tries to survive, tries to walk out alive, but the bear trap has to be flashed. In the end, Yehu will survive. A good hook from Busio. Caps, though, coming in for a little bit more. The TP's rain down, but Caps has already found a double under the tower. One goes to BB, and KC find Kana coming in too late.
So
and you
good
get hooked
patience.
out of it.
Yeah.
So,
look at
the
this.
best.
Again.
Stand United, Broken Blade and LeBron trying to team up on Yehu again, who hasn't got that flash. Good double shockwave, and G2 will just retreat out of the fray. Broken Blade dismounted with the Predator there for the Sun. He's going to try and flash, but Yike's on his way. Broken Blade looking for the remount, but Yike almost takes him down, does, with the second Q, a Shadow Dash, but Yike's not tanking the tower anymore. Supreme Display of Talent, LeBron still takes him. Kana slicing forward, sped up by the dissonance. And in the end, a 1-for-1 exchange on the top side.
LeBron taunted him, so he walked into the
range.
tower.
Yeah, exactly. It's well played by LeBron.
Still have tools to make things happen. And should they come back, I think slowly but surely G2 will get outscaled this game. So G2 needs to step on the gas here.
Broken Blade looking for the tower right now. Hound's Pursuit going down onto Yehu as well. Gonna get the pullback with the shockwave. Yehu underneath the tower is surviving for a long time. LeBron gets into the rift, but the tower's already gone down. And Yehu follows suit. Busio falls low to caps and falls even lower as he goes 6 feet under. KC on the ropes here, as you can see on the side, yet to lose at a road trip. The question is, well, they're probably going to lose this game for all intents and purposes. Will they end up losing overall?
It's an incredible record by the Shadow Flame.
Now G2 extend their gold lead to almost 5k. It will be 5k with the mid-tier 1 falling. Skumon going in. Fall of the pack used to jump up. And Supreme Display of Talent only finds a stun onto Lebrov, who does still have the stand united, but anyone is under too much risk.
Soul point for both teams. Still 1 Drake to 1 Drake.
Shockwave onto BB as he's dismounted, and he doesn't get back on Skarl in time. Good play from KC. The dissonance with the movement speed, the slice forward, and then the shockwave waiting to catch out BB.
Very, very greedy by BB to stay around when he's dismounted, but can you blame him? This is what Kled does to you. Yeah,
this is nice from KC. They've looked for a couple of picks and they have a great plan. Well. Caps flashes, Yike is here, and they'll just chase him down. 2 huge shutdowns for KC in the matter of seconds.
I mean, it's greed from G2. They're getting caught out in weird positions, and we said it before, Medic. KC is outscaling them this game. They have so much CC. If they didn't get the damage to boot, these fights would look very difficult for G2. Sure, they can maybe kill one of them, but in the end, the Renekton, the Qiyana, the cross map on this dragon, they just ended up looking at G2 taking this dragon. So
already taking tier 2 in top. Tier 2 mid is difficult because there's always a Qiyana as we go for the Hounds Pursuit onto Yehu. Shockwave into Killer Instinct. Caps gets the perfect execution with the Stand United. Went onto Skumon. Kalist with a good Killer Instinct in. Answers with a kill of her own. 1-for-1 on the bot. In the Renekton as Kana's going to join the fight.
But look at Yike. 3 items on Yike. He's the richest man this game. His ult is going to be massive here.
Baron at 4k. Yike looking for the Supreme Slayer Talent. Doesn't allow a stun onto anyone. Baron down low. Yike looking for the smite, but he doesn't get it. Exhausted immediately as he goes in. Lebrov looking for the taunt as he dives into the backline. But Kana's distracting the rest of G2. Skumon flashes away, eviscerates across the wall. Kana can't get across either, as G2 will get 3 Barons out. But that's about
Skumon, you have to run. You can't stay around there.
Eviscerates again. Yehu doesn't have the shockwave. All ultimates used in that last battle. Broken Blade coming back out. Does have the charge. A Mega Inferno Bomb coming up in 5 seconds time as well. G2, if they really want to, could look for a force.
Could try to chase this. LeBron will have Stand United when it spawns. Caps has the teleport available.
Mega Inferno Bomb just used to clear the wave in mid.
They could rejoin this fight if they want to, but G2 did end up getting the Baron. But that's going to be... I know that was intentional not, but that was beautiful.
It worked.
Yeah,
it worked.
That was absolutely beautiful. Now, let's see what G2 can do with this. Flash forced out by Hansama by the shockwave. They're going to try to get at least a tower.
And Hansama can use the satchel on it, and there we go. Tower goes down. Broken Blade answering Kana on towards the top side. I don't think Kana wins this. Sterak's Black Cleaver against Black Cleaver. Titanic Hydra and the charge with the Stand United. Bear trap on the rope doesn't hit. The charge forward, but Kana slices just in time. Broken Blade still trying to close the gap with the Killer Instinct available for Kalista. Could go in. A TP as well from G2. They're trying to force everyone into this. Skumon coming from the side as well. Mega Inferno Bomb onto Kana. Won't do enough damage. Broken Blade low. Skumon dives onto Kalista, who dives onto the backline and just dies for it. Kalista way too deep. The Killer Instinct did not live up to his name.
He took the scenic route to the fountain.
You do have flash. Perhaps you could have pulled the wolf across the wall as the Drake goes over to G2 seconds. I think they're just making sure that BB can walk out here safely, contest that mid wave as the hook's going to land. Depth charge down as well. Supreme Desire down onto LeBron. Protoplasm Hunt is going to heal him up enough as he manages to survive through the ultimate combination from KC. And now Kled's on the background, and the Hounds are hungry. Broken Blade just absolutely melts through Yehu. Kana tries to get away with the Syrinx, a big heal on him as well. But in the end, he can't fight this 2v1. Skewmon goes unstoppable as KC pull the trigger, and it backfires.
KC throw every... Many tears.
And it just before the Baron as well, which means G2 will get their second of the game. Into that 1-3-1 we talked about in the last game. Caps and Kled separated on other sides. LeBron the target, Supreme Display of Talent doesn't hit him. There's a shockwave killer instant combo, beautiful! Beautiful from Kalista Yehu.
Oh, that's potion right there. What a beautiful combo, but now Yike in danger.
Yike needs to get out. He's gonna burn. And Skewmon and Hansama team up to take the kill. A 1-for-1 exchange on other sides of the map. G2 are just denying vision because they know their soul is up in 20.
They just need to wait. G2 just needs to hold the line, be patient. That dragon is yours if you just wait for it. KC's only chance right now is finding a fight to want to deny the soul.
Yeah, not going to be able to for now. 20 seconds on Yike is a long time. Yehu is pushing through top to try and get himself a little bit of an objective bounty. He'll get the plates in here down in mid for G2. Now they can begin to back away and look towards that Mountain Drake. There's a couple of wards, and it's going to be even harder, obviously, for KC to win it out from here. Initial engages. Skewmon pushing through mid. No Baron buff left for G2, but that top lane tower, the inhibitor one, already down to almost a plate. A satchel will kill it if Hansama can step far enough forward. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Yehu's trying to deal with Broken Blade, but he's not going to be able to. The shockwave!
Broken Blade is ignoring him, hitting the inhib in his face.
He brings out medieval tactics with the joust to avoid the shockwave. A Mega Inferno Bomb to stop KC from finding the engage. This will be triple inhib for G2. If Broken Blade goes further forward, the charge from Broken Blade into a Stand United. Kalista doesn't get pulled back by the bear trap on the rope, but KC have to disengage. The inhib's still alive as Kana dives onto Skewmon. Really Predator for the slow. Busio looking for the hooks as well, but the Hounds will help Skewmon from landing that hook. The inhib on the bot side does still stand. It's on a sliver of HP.
Be detrimental. We saw MCoy do a similar thing with Naafiri jungle, Karma support. Ends up being quite difficult to start a fight, but they play well.
Gets the stun onto Skewmon. KC looking for a collapse. A killer instinct in from Kalista. The Hound's pursuit going out. The call of the pack, in fact, from Skewmon as he jumps up. The damage from Kalista not enough to get through Skarl. And now KC need to back away because top is pushed and mid is pushed. A TP out from Kalista. There's no CC. He can do that safely. As G2 look to collapse around. LeBron. Shadow Dash could go in here. Hansama coming in from the side as well. There's a Shadow Dash running onto Yike. Hounds pursued as well, but the dead charge and Supreme Display of Talent will stun them in their tracks. Kana dives onto LeBron, but now he's in the midst of 3, and Caps is on the back line. Busio gonna get shredded. Skewmon and Hansama flash for Yike as they'll take him out. And now it feels it's all but done. Only Kalista and Yehu still stand.
And it's in a poetic way that Broken Blade and Caps charges in together into the back line of KC to end this game. It has been a dominating one. Some hiccups here and there, but a commanding game by G2 so far.
It was tough. It was tough. KC fought them tooth and nail, but in the end, it's G2 who will even out the series and take the Paris Roadshow for as long as we can. Game 3 coming up soon.
Let it be an easy champion to play.
Not something we see too often from Kana either. It obviously has it in his wheelhouse. We have seen it before, but he hasn't got a huge amount of games on it. In fact, the risk of a range into melee, we talk about it every time it comes up. Dazzle Flash onto Kalista. He has exhaust, but he's exhausted. Hansama going in first blood. G2 just strike first. G2. There's no heal. Hansama's going to get healed up a little bit.
Taric has a lot of healing.
Needs those couple of auto attacks. Good flash from Busio. The Dazzle only connects onto the clone, and Hans is down. Lebrov leaves him for dust as KC strike back in bot. And I'll tell you this, Skewmon.
Yeah, Broken Blade respects this. It's going to be huge for G2.
Yeah, Yike comes across. The Undertow's going to land. Yike does still have flash and has a blast cone, but with the Undertow landing again, Skewmon gets on the right side of the blast cone. He's going to chase him down. The Viking wants blood. Yike flashes under the tower. The wall comes in, but Broken Blade's going to get egged. He's already used the flash, and Kana, with his soul unbound, down, sends Broken Blades to the afterlife. The dive, Kalist flashes away, puts a snapshot down, and LeBron just survives, doesn't get hit by that last
Look at Skumon, it's coming behind there.
Oh, the undertow. The undertow looking to send you to the underworld. As you say, top TP in from Broken Blade. Looks like Busi's going to reset. Kalist tries to get away from the dazzle, but Skumon can just walk in and send Kalist to Valhalla. Skumon takes 2 tower shots, a third. Not enough. The shield coming in. Stolen this Grump and these wolves, so Broken Blade be a little bit cautious. This is the I'm having cucumber sandwiches sort of vegan, you know, as Busio underneath the tower. Flash dazzle, LeBron doesn't connect as Busio is able to hookshot wall dive away.
Have to run quite far.
Summer flashes, it puts the exhaust down. Starlight's touch for a little bit extra damage on the light slinger. Undertow out as well. Busio's flash about to come off cooldown, but it's too little too late. When you're going tank first as Caps is. Flash rots from Broken Blade doesn't connect. Does put down the Glacial Storm, and Kana just sits in it for a little while. Broken Blade needs to be careful. Fate Sealed comes out, does still have the egg. Broken Blade walking away. There's the egg as the Flash Rush doesn't connect, but Kana needs to be cautious on this. Goes in with another Mortal Seal that in the end won't have the damage crystallized down. He'll use the Q3 again to get away. Caps trading in the picture-in-picture, but Skumon there. I don't think KC want to go too much deeper. Busio has the Hexagon to Maidum as they look for Yehu. LeBron and Han Summer coming in to join the party. Dazzle flashed away by Yehu as he slithers his way out, but Busio has no escape. Did have the flash, decided not to utilize it. As G2 find their 4th kill of the game.
And Medic, you must be in agony seeing Camille do so poorly in this early.
Yes. Like if he does find a good flank, as you say. Kalist looking for Caps here. Busio's on his way across. There's the exhaust. Torn out will land on both. Caps going to try and get in range for a Justice Punch, but there's no real way for him to go. And he cannot escape the Broken Blade. The walls off the minion wave. The minions walk around. Busio has to step back. And now Kana is going in. No wave. He's just Glacial Storm out. It's incredibly awkward as the Face Seal doesn't connect either. Hexagon to Maidum. This dive has gone all kinds of wrong for KC. Broken Blade plays it perfectly, and this dive going kind of wrong for G2 as well.
Oh my God.
Yike will die, the ace in the hole blocked by LeBron as everyone misses everything. Skumon and Yehu trying to get away here as Hans Summer's now on the wrong side of this wall. Yehu can try and chase him out. Caps is coming and Caps is going, and it's Caps coming to the fight. He has a hero's entrance. He's not needed.
You're gonna leave it. Olaf does not care that you're kiting into your Cassio because she can't do anything about him because he's unstoppable, by the way. It's a miracle that Kalist survives this because, I mean, he should by all means be dead.
I mean, so should BB, let's be honest, right? Like, they both played it well, but in the end, the dives didn't really work. KC do manage to take the Infernal Drake, their first of the game.
That's very important. Being able to stall out that soul point.
Oh, Skumon's just going to chase this. Has Ragnarok, uses it early. Petrifying Gaze as hero's entrance as well as Yike realizes he cannot help here. Backs away. The edge of the taunt still catches him, and Skumon chases him further. Yike flashes out and will manage to escape. The Winds of War, not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hans Summer just absolutely decimates Kalist with a good trap. Kalist answers with one back. Busio still looking to see if he can find this engage because Kana's on his way and has that Fate Sealed. Hexagon to Maidum onto Skumon, Ignite down as well. The taunt out from Caps to try and separate the squad. LeBron here with a dazzle, doesn't land. Fate Sealed, Caps almost dies. Dashes back in with a Justice Punch. Come on, Taric. Back up for Yike. Taric, can you survive? Can LeBron live through this? The answer is a resounding no. As the crowd tells you. 1,000 gold lead for KC. Most of that sitting on Kana's shoulders, but Yehu also has an advantage, as does Busio, who's got that Sundered Sky complete. I love the Knight's Vow from LeBron, an underutilized item in my estimations. Caps dodges with the Justice Punch, gets away from Mortal Steel, and now that Hexagon Ultimatum's a little bit too deep, but not too much damage for G2, so they can't chase Busio. Riptail being used on the top side.
Yeah, KC don't get the bot dive off now. Let's see what happens on the top side. G2 has put down the Herald, securing the tower for Broken Blade. Probably going to drive it into the next tower as well.
Yeah, Skumon gets in, takes a little driving lesson towards that top tower. LeBron caught out, has to flash. The taunt from Cap still lands onto Yike. Culling in the mid lane, trying to force Kalist back. Does exactly that, but doesn't have the damage stick. Yehu defending well in top lane after the Rift Hold charges in. They don't get too much more out of that tier 2 tower.
Let's see, can Caps hold this tower? Cannot wants to hot stack it once.
I mean, he's going to take a couple of auto attacks from the tower here. Yeah. Down to about a third.
Big chunk. In the end, well defended by G2 on the cross map. Well put Herald top.
Got KC back into this. Even Steven, 70 minutes in, a Drake apiece. The only difference really, the fact that KC have 3 tests from KC. They're willing to give it, only second of the game. We talked about why getting that Inferno was so important. You see it there. Fate Sealed coming out as Broken Blade still has the egg. Good stun as well onto Kana. Busio and Yehu waiting around the corner. That's the Taric ultimate down. Cosmic Radiance has been invested just to make sure Skumon doesn't die, and that's another thing you have to worry about if you're KC.
Yeah, I've noticed a habit in KC. When they're giving a dragon, they're playing a little bit unconventional. I'm gonna hold that thought. Okay, we're fine, we're safe. They don't go for a cross map when they want to give the dragon. Instead, they camp on the side. The dragon was taken on the
now by the Yike here, uses Cyclone to try and get away, but the Viking will not be stopped by that. Kalist does manage to stop him though. A flash away from Skumon. Meanwhile, the tower on the bot side is going to fall to Kana's unrelenting pressure. Teams, they both have the damage for it, but you got to set up vision around it. Caps and who are battling out in the top side as Broken Blade's caught out in the Hex Gold and made him. Yike's on his way across, but the Mega Blast Cone is going to get Broken Blade across the wall. Ragnarok out as well from Skumon as he looks for the chase, but he can't auto too much longer because Yahoo is on the flank. Yike going low, LeBron and Hansama in with the culling. Skumon able to escape, and KC, they thought they found the trap, but they're the ones that tried to gobble up the cheese. G2 now looking for Yahoo, who with a noxious blast has the flash. Petrifying Gaze, the dazzle doesn't connect, but Hansama untouched, unperturbed as Yahoo tries to get away, but a flash will follow him. Kalist now in the midst of G2 is spelled where he stands, and just as I talked about the Baron, it feels like G2 have it on their mind.
And KC sends everything kitchen sink by G2. Great movement there, great response, and they will be rewarded with the Baron buff.
And the 2,000 gold lead is Bucio.
Oh, no.
Did not need to be there. Just did it.
And no one ends up going down. I think they thought initially they should go on Anivia, but then she has eggs, so they changed their mind. And here Yahoo, he's just caught way too far behind enemy lines. And Asama flashing forward secures the kill.
Oh, Kana stepping forward here. Broken Blade with the Crystallize. Mortal Steel will land the knockup, but Kana taken down before he can snap back to reality. His knees taken out from underneath him as Hansama continues to push in the side lane. He's 3,000 gold.
It's definitely very bougie this game. This Lucian is eating like a king. In goes Bucio.
Tries to get in, but Broken Blade will fall. Meanwhile, they'll get on the Ragnarok. Yike going in with the Cyclone. The Dazzle still finds the stun. Yahoo can't get in range, and it's only BB. Only the Anivia that's sent to the Spirit Realm. Skumon trying to heal up off the Scuttle Crown.
Gotta get the clap,
with a smite. There's TP wards behind and TP up for Kana in 6 seconds. G2 don't really have a way out of this situation.
Yeah, Caps has ultimate. He could come in here, but you need to fight your way out.
LeBron has 1-2. Cosmic Radiance could be massive. Bucio tries to step forward. Cold, almost taken down. Kana now dashing out. There's the culling from Hansama. Cosmic Radiance as well, but not much damage coming out from KC as they look for the dazzle. LeBron flashes forward. Skumon and Hansama able to back away with the hero essentials coming in from Caps. But Yahoo takes down LeBron. Hansama on the retreat. Caps trying to protect him. Caps is going to fall. KC have bitten back in game 3.
And it's a hot pursuit by KC. They goes down. Bucio, E, flash.
By the minute. You're just winds of warming the wave and then hoping that Kana doesn't go on you.
Yeah.
As Hansama goes in with the culling. Kalist with a good 90 caliber net as well. Does eat some of it. Hansama flashes. Kalist has to flash away. Broken Blade flashes, gets in with a glacial storm. He brings down Kalist, who it seemed like he got out of dodge.
G2 could go Baron here. They're pinging the Baron. Caps is catching the KC. Will cut their losses. Give up the Baron.
On towards that bush. Has to use the Fate Seal to get away. This will be a tower in the top lane for G2. They push their advantage with the Baron buff. The wave clear on KC not the most substantial, and it's short range as well.
I mean, without Fate Seals, you can't dive anymore, but they're going with Skumon.
Skumon, Ragnaroks jumps onto Yahoo, tries to get those autos down to keep the Ragnarok rolling. Ace in the hole gets through, but Skumon survives. The rest of G2 were backing away from the top side. Caps now the one who's caught. Hexagon made him go down. He's waiting for that blast code. Uses the taunt, but the Justice Punch only finds him guilty. G2 now need to retreat because KC can continue to collapse. A good flash from LeBron into the Crystallize. Yahoo dies! Broken Blade finds him. And now Yike only has Bucio for support. Kana's pushing through mid.
Broken Blade wants to chase this. It's going to be a spell shade. Skumon is here with an axe, but Yike popcorns away from it. What is done by Labrov. Catches Yahoo at the tail end of that fight. Caps ends up going down.
Here comes the push.
It's going to be Crystallized and Calling. Those are your tools, but they're going with Caps.
Yike goes for Caps. No flash on him. Does have the Seeker's Justice Punch. The inhibitor tower will be forfeit as G2 do crack through the base. Caps still walking away. A Cyclone gets the slow. Another Justice Punch into the taunt will slow down Yike as he can't catch onto Caps. And Meanwhile, G2 continue to push in. A great Justice Punch. He has the Seekers, he doesn't use it.
Look at the base, man. Look at the base.
Now in tags as the first Nexus tower down, as Kana has to use the base seal to get away. Cosmic Radiance coming down as well. It's going to be all members of G2. Yeah, who getting chased out by the Viking, and he's almost sent to this grave, and he manages to survive.
But here comes Jayce.
Still alive. Yike on his way out. No flash, no cyclone. G2 retreating. A full V5 in favor of KC, and G2 will be able to walk away. Busio can still chase. Has the flash, has the Exo made it. The crystallize doesn't stop Kalist and Kana from getting across.
Yes.
The TV behind is Yahoo. Looks for them head to Ryan Gaze. A hexing ultimatum. Busio dives in. Busio dives. It's a mess in the middle of the 2-5. Brother pops so much good better Ryan Gaze. Yahoo exhausted. Hansama surviving. Has the Guardian Angel. Yank tries to dive in, but he can't get close enough. Kalist begins to open up. KC are winning the fight. It's all on Hans, and he's clipped by the Mortal Steel.
Oh, he's
and no longer immortal. He eats the trap as Kalist takes the Quadra.
That's the great angles in this team fight. Hansama has no flash.
Kana looking to flank as well. There's the Cullen. Busio at half HP. The soul, the target, Broken Blade trying to come in is Caps is caught by Kana. Kalist stunned up though, has to flash, but he's dead before he can get away. He's ready, it's coming out as well as Hansama. It's killed Kalist. Yahoo with a great arm kills Hansama. But Qiyana carries it down, and there's your face seal G2 here in the home of the blue wall. You will not stand.
KC came back. It looked lost. If that Taric ult connects onto Hansama, he can pump out so much more damage. Or Kalist, it's all on Hansama. He needs to be the man that shuts
in
down
front of these fans. And here, where G2 were a Nexus tower away from Victor, going to melt under the power of Kalist's cannon. He takes the one.
But G2 need to hold their position here. They need to make sure Caps can catch this, but Kana catches him out.
Kana uses the QSS, Justice Punch, stopwatch.
Oh, stopwatch the E damage.
Goes back with the Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, towards the top side, Broken Blade caught out with the Hexagon range. TP coming in as well with the Flash Force onto Busio. There's a stopwatch, and Broken Blade, he's going to have the egg. Gets the Cyclone out as Hansama jumps onto Kalist. Needs to dash forward, he gets it. Kalist is down, and KC left already carrying to his own devices, and those devices will take it out for the better again. Gets onto Hansama, he still has the GA. Yahoo in the stopwatch, Jayce trying to get away. The Dazzles connects on him. Yahoo falls. A hero's entrance from Caps. Gets the knock-up. Hansama's dead. Kalist is dead. Yank gets one. He heals up with the Sun the Sky, and now it's all on Ghana. He's the no damage. Olaf answers, gets the GA, but only Caps remain standing.
KC has won the fight. They can run down mid. Geiger is going to chase Caps and let Kana be the one to run down mid to end this game. He's flashing out, tries to get to the Nexus. I think he needs to recall. If you run through this Kana again, you're going to get one shot.
Caps will recall.
20 seconds on Broken Blade. He got caught out at the beginning of that play. I actually don't think Kana can end it. It's going to be the Elder for KC. This game is not over, medic! So engaged on and starts the fight. Never mind, we don't have time for that. We're going to look at the drive setup.
Justice Punch out, Kana going in, the Dazzle comes out, but on the back line is LeBron who always gets taken out, the Elder as well, so good here for KC, they'll kill off Caps. The talisman for G2 now in the dirt, and Baron, KC's opportunity.
I mean, G2 can't contest this. They have Elder buff and Chemtech Soul. You need to try to stop.
Enough, but Kana is going to take the top lane and hit the tower because G2 all had to back and defend the Nexus.
Broken Blade's wave clear here is invaluable.
8 in the hole, Skewmon blocks it. Kana goes in with the Mortal Steel, face sealed into the backline as well. This is the engage they need. Cosmic Radiance coming down. It hits all 5. Cap surviving, gets the taunt, but Caps goes down. He was in the stopwatch, Cosmic Radiance, and yet in the next time is going to fall. Kalist stepping forward, Kalist rapping forward. Kalist trying to carry it all on his shoulders. And with the help of Kana, G2 have been defeated. Paris remains blue.